offshore platform. All personnel abandoned.
The night of July 6, 1988 seemed ordinary, yet hidden beneath the surface was a ticking time bomb. Piper Alpha, a massive oil platform in the North Sea, held hundreds of men unaware that within minutes their lives would change forever. A small mistake and a missing safety valve set the stage for a disaster no one could stop. The air grew heavy with unseen danger, and then, with an earth-shattering roar, the rig exploded into a fiery chaos. Some escaped, but 87 souls remained trapped, helpless, as the inferno closed in around them. Their fates sealed, hope fading fast. It was a typical North Sea evening in the summer of 1988. The sea, though cold and vast, was deceptively calm, mirroring the untroubled surface of life aboard Piper Alpha, a colossal offshore oil platform. This beast of steel and machinery was home to 226 men, each toiling, sacrificing weeks away from family, all for a paycheck and the promise of tomorrow. But as the sun dipped below the horizon, what no one knew was that their tomorrows were hanging by the thinnest of threads. At 9:55 p.m., a seemingly minor piece of equipment, an old rusted condensate pump, gave out. Routine? Not quite. You see, earlier that day, a pressure safety valve had been removed for maintenance, and its absence set the stage for catastrophe. The pump, now struggling, caused gas to leak unseen, unheard. The men were unaware that danger was creeping towards them, hidden in the very air they breathed. That night, Piper Alpha was a time bomb ticking away. Suddenly, the unthinkable happened. At 10:00 p.m., a massive explosion ripped through the rig, transforming the calm night into a fiery hell. The explosion wasn't just loud, it was a force of nature, a blast so fierce it shattered steel like glass, ripped through corridors and engulfed entire floors in flames. Smoke, thick and suffocating, poured into every crevice, every passageway, suffocating the men who were once laughing, talking, living. The heat was unbearable, like standing too close to the sun itself. Panic set in, but the worst was yet to come. Piper Alpha had no firewalls, no proper evacuation protocols. In the chaos, the men had no idea what to do, where to go. Some leaped into the freezing ocean below, desperately hoping the waves would offer a better chance at survival. Others scrambled to the upper decks, praying that rescue helicopters would come for them. But the fire was relentless, growing in fury with each passing second. Down in the heart of the rig, 87 men were trapped. They could hear the explosions above them, feel the heat closing in around them. But there was nowhere to run. For them, this was it, no last-minute escape. No hero coming to the rescue. These men were locked inside a steel coffin, surrounded by an inferno that raged without mercy. By the time the rig crumbled, those 87 souls had perished. Trapped in the belly of Piper Alpha, they had become part of its fiery grave. When the fire finally burned itself out, the North Sea was left with a haunting silence. The once mighty rig was now a twisted skeleton of its former self, floating like a ghost above the cold, dark depths below. In the aftermath, the world was left asking, how could this happen? Investigations revealed a series of catastrophic failures, both human and technical. Corners were cut, risks were taken, and safety had been an afterthought. Piper Alpha wasn't just a tragedy, it was a lesson carved in steel and ash, a lesson that cost 167 men their lives, 87 of whom never stood a chance. Their story echoes across the North Sea, a grim reminder of the dangers that lurk beneath the surface of modern industry. Even today, when we speak of Piper Alpha, we speak not only of a disaster, but of the men who gave their lives without ever knowing why they were truly lost. Their sacrifice changed the world of offshore oil forever. Regulations tightened, safety improved, and the lives lost became a beacon for change. But for the families of those 87 men, change came too late.